Right, we're going to be photographing those two items there. Basically, we're going to test the lenses out. We'll check focusing speed, also focus accuracy. All these lenses that we are testing, both the Sport, Contemporary and the Tamron, are going to be recent purchases. So that's April 2016. So any firmware updates should have been done prior to purchase, obviously. Okay, this is the angle and the position of where the camera is. We're going to be taking pictures on a 7D. Obviously the focusing will be a bit quicker on a full frame camera such as the 5D Mark III and the 6D. But hopefully this test will give you an indication on quickness on focus. If it's this good on a crop, it should be really good on full frame. But I'm going to give you some comparison images. Hopefully that will be helpful, and we'll see about the quality and how good it is. Okay, on the Contemporary lens we're going to test the focusing and hopefully give you some test shots, and let's see what we get. But what I want to do is test the focusing for you guys so you can see how quick it is at various focal lengths. What we're going to be shooting at is 400 ISO, 6.3, and hopefully this will give you an indication on the quality at wide open. So at 150mm on this lens on a crop sensor body, keep in mind at 600 we'll be getting 960mm in focal length. So let's defocus it to its minimum of 2.8. Okay, that's focused nicely. Let's go to infinity. Try again. Okay, that's nice. Quite quick. So let's zoom in to 300mm. Okay, we're in there. Now let's move it to its minimum focus, and let's test how quickly it focuses. That's nice and quick. Let's go to infinity. Locked on, nice. Let's try it at 400mm. Let's go to minimum focus of 2.8 meters on the Contemporary. Yeah, that's locked on. Let's go to infinity. It's locked on. Let's try at 500mm now. Go to minimum focus at 2.8 meters. It's locked on. Let's go to infinity. Give that another try. Right, it's locked on. Let's try it at 600mm. Let's put it to its minimum focus. There was a bit of hesitation, but it could be due to low light. Let's try it again. Slight hesitation, but it still got there in the end. Let's try infinity. Yep, it got there. It's possible that we're not quite aligned, so let's just move it up a little bit. So we're on the centre. This is centre point, by the way, at 6.3 at 400 ISO. So let's go to 2.8 meters again. Let's focus. Yeah, got there. At infinity, let's give that a go. And it got there. So it does seem to hesitate a little bit at 600mm, but not a huge amount. And that's the Sigma Contemporary. And that's the quickness of the focusing on the Sigma Contemporary. Next we're going to try the Sport, and then hopefully that will be helpful. Okay, here is the beast, the 150 to 600 sports lens. I can tell you it is quite heavy. So we're going to do some focusing tests, and hopefully it'll give you an idea how quick it is compared to the Contemporary under the same conditions. And I hope you find it useful. So we want to go into manual override, so we can adjust the focusing. So at 150mm, let's defocus it to the 2.6 meters it can focus to. Keep in mind that is 2 centimeters better than the Contemporary and 1 centimeter better than the Tamron. So that's 6.3, 400 ISO. Let's see how quick it focuses. Okay, let's do that again. What you've got to remember is the light isn't great. That's fine. Right, let's go to infinity and see how it does. Fine. Right, let's go to 200. It is extremely stiff to move the actual zoom ring. So let's give that a go at minimum focus. That's fine. Let's go to infinity. That's fine. Got a 300. Minimum focus. That's fine. Just might need to just readjust the framing a little bit so it replicates what we've done on the other ones. So let's just do that again. That's fine. Let's go to infinity. That's fine. I noticed that the framing needs to be adjusted a bit more with the bigger lens in terms of your single point focusing. Right, let's try 400. Minimum focus. That's fine. Go to infinity. That's fine. Go to 500mm. Minimum focus. That's fine. Infinity. That's fine. 600mm. And it is really stiff at that end. Go to minimum. That's fine. I do find the weight of the lens drops it down a bit on you when you're tightening your tripod. And your minimum. Let's try that again, just to make sure I got it right. Let's try right, 600mm. Let's Go from minimum focus 2.6. That's fine. And infinity. That's fine. And that's the quickness of the focus. I hope you find that useful in determining which one you prefer. You know, the Contemporary did struggle at 600 a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Let's try infinity. There you go. It does seem to be a better focusing system than the Contemporary, but only slightly. I hope you found this video helpful in terms of determining how quick the focus is. Hello, and here's the Tamron. We're going to do the similar test to what we've done with the Contemporary. It's important to note though that the minimum focus on the Tamron is 2.7 meters instead of 2.8, so it is a bit better for close focusing. Now, as we've done with the Contemporary, we're going to stick to 6.3 at 400 ISO. If you're interested in having a test shot at f8, I will provide that so you can compare both lenses on the same subject matter. So, without further ado, we're going to test the focusing. So, 150mm, let's go to minimum focus and test it. Okay, that locked on. Let's go to infinity. Okay, that locked on. Now let's just try 200mm. And a minimum focus. Okay, we're locked on. Let's try infinity. I must say that the actual focusing ring is a lot smoother than the Contemporary and easier to turn. Okay, we're locked on. Let's try it at 300. Minimum focus. Locked on. Go to infinity. Locked on. Let's go to 400. Let's go to minimum. Try again because we moved the camera slightly. Let's try that again. Locked on. Let's go to infinity. Locked on. So let's try it 500mm. Let's move it to infinity again. Okay, we're locked on. Let's go to infinity again. Locked on. Don't see any problems there. Now this is where the Sigma struggled at 600mm. So let's try and realign it. And let's just go back to 2.7. Right, it got there. However, I'm surprised. That means some of the other reviews I've seen sort of indicate there was a problem with the Sigma. Well, there seems to be a problem with the Tamron as well. It is low light though. Try again. But infinity. Let's try that again. Try again. Well, it locked on then. Let's try it. Minimum focus. It's locked on. Does seem to be a slight hesitation, but it is quite low light. If you're interested, the shutter speed we're getting ranging from 80th of a second to 125th of a second. So that's the Tamron. We're going to take some test shots, and hopefully that will show you the results. Hello, and here's another video about the three super zoom lenses that we're testing. I've come outside to do a test, so we have some real world examples for you to see. I wanted to do this video outside, so there was no complaints about there being a not fair test because it was indoors regarding the testing of the lenses. So I'll get some examples for you and just watch them. Thank you. And thank you for watching. The main purpose of this video was to find out which is the best out of the super zooms, from the 150 to 600 contemporary Sigma lens, the sport version of that lens, and the 150 to 600 Tamron lens. Basically, I wanted to get the best lens for me that was reasonably light but had a good sharp image. So it was basically to find out which was the sharpest out of the three. And for my needs, I think the contemporary fits the bill. I've obviously cropped in there at 200% so you guys can see the image quality differences. I hope this video has been helpful answering your questions, because there's a lot of reviews out there that don't give you the answers you want to know. So thank you for watching and have a nice day.